Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with another NTW3 battle for you today, and we are starting off with a bang. We have Dragoons already clashing here in this one, as we have, it looks like 1806, sorry, it's a 12 point, but it's 1806 France clashing here with Austria, and they are, look like they're going to, in an early cav fight here, the Dragoons of France being sent in, and they have managed to get rid of some Chevaliers. Looks like they're after some Dragoons now themselves. Big Dragoon as well of Austria, and I mean Austria just shot himself in the back and has helped us rout his own cavalry there really early on, but what a start, and I can see another cav fight actually getting underway over there as well, as it looks like France has managed to sort of just get rid of a lot of the Austrian cav here. Ulan's being removed as well. Another general already under attack. Austria, though, has managed to maybe get some revenge here onto France. Murat has managed to somehow get himself out of danger by the looks of it at the moment, but will France be able to save his general? I don't know. That is a really, really unlucky move there for the Austrians. They were nearly got the general. I mean, there would have been, I don't know if it would have been a great payoff. They lost a lot of their cav, if not all of it. But they would have got Murat, but Murat managed to get out of there just about alive. But yeah, what a start to today's 4v4. What a battle. Actually, it's not over yet. Looks like I can see some French boys going in amongst. It looks like a little British units over here, some Hussars. And yeah, and the Brits look like they're going to win that one. The Hussars here are going to rout these Chasseurs Cheval. But yeah, we have a 4v4 here. We have Napoli 1815. We have France, Spain campaign 1809. We have another 1811 Spanish campaign, and then we have over here we have 1806. And facing off against them today, we do have Austria, as we've seen plenty of them already. They've got a bit of a militia spam going on here. We do have I think this is 1812. Russia, it might be 1814, actually looking at all of the cuirassiers here. I think more likely is 1814, Russia, and then we have the UK Netherlands, which is obviously 1815, and then we have, I think isn't it 1811, Anglo-Portuguese. So yeah, that should be an interesting one. I'm looking forward to seeing how these guys do. So yeah, we have 2 Brits, 1 Russia, and 1 Austria against 3 French and a Napoli.
To the enemy.
So yeah, I mean, it's going to be a difficult one. That's for sure. I mean, this is a 10-point France going up against, I think the British Anglo-Portuguese are like a 9-point or I think, if I can remember correctly. I think no, Britain Netherlands is a 9-point. I think this one might be a bit higher. It might be an 11-pointer, or I can't remember the point values for the coalition unless I have it in front of me. I am never going to remember them. But I think Russia's definitely a 10-point, and this Austria, who knows what value this Austria is. There's so many different variants of them, it could be any of them. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how this one goes down. It should certainly be a fun one. It was sent in a little while ago, actually, by a member of my Discord server. If you want to send in any of your own replays, that's the best place to do it. But yeah, this one was sent in a little while ago, and it's not by the usual sort of group of players that I get, so it's going to be some different players, and it's going to be maybe different tactics, different play styles. I'm very much looking forward to seeing how it goes down. Looks like France is now shifting a lot of his cav out to this left hand side here, looking to maybe try and get in behind the Austrians. You can see Dragoons they're already doing that, and Austria's all preparing. You can see infantry here sort of angling and looking like it's going to prepare to just get rid of the French there. I mean, it also looks like the French infantry isn't too interested in actually engaging the Austrians, but really, if I was the French now, I'd be turning about turn and going straight for these militia while they're not set up. Austria's not set up in any form here at all, and the cav's fresh as well. So I mean, you could go in again with the cav, or at least cause some issues. And I think now like Austria, he's on the march. France, I think, can quickly turn and then start to charge towards him. I just get rid of these militia. That's what I do, and I think maybe he's going to do that. Yeah, here we go. I think here we go. 103rd line. They might be getting ready to go in. I mean, 1806 France is by far and away one of the strongest variants of France. Like them in 1805, both can melee and shoot pretty well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how these guys do. Maybe they're actually going to form up in line. I don't think that's the move, because the militia will prefer that. There's 200 of these guys. They can't shoot really that well, but they don't need to. There's so many of them. Eventually, someone will hit. And the French are already taking losses. And yeah, here we go. The cav going in. This is what they need to. These guys obviously can't form square their militia. Bingo, the June already getting underway, and it seems like, yeah, 1806, France is not messing about. He is going straight, and Russia's actually come over to support him with cavalry after Austria's lost all of his cav early on. And you can see here, look at this, already orange lining French. I mean, I'd just charge these guys. Charge the, oh, he's getting fimmed hard though, my gosh. Poor France, they're getting fimmed so hard there. That is brutal. And should have happened. That definitely should have broken that militia unit there. And actually, you can see now France is going to fall back. And yeah, what has Russia sent over? He has sent over a big dragoon unit by the looks of it. And looks like another dragoon. He hasn't sent any of the heavies just yet. We've got a hussar back here. And that is also just waiting to maybe sort of defend the flanks as the French potentially threaten to flank around. And actually, Russia is now shifting over here to support. So France, 1806, is on his own to start with here. He's going to get double team. But over on this side here, yeah, there's 1815 Napoli. There's also 1811 and also 1809. They are like in a 3v1 right now against Britain. So if anything, that's bad news for Britain. And it looks like Britain's actually shifting right. He's actually going further away from his ally. They're kind of splitting themselves. That's an interesting move. If I was France, yeah, I'd just follow that up, make sure that they can't reunite, and then try and take them out piece by piece. Napoli's army is minuscule, by the way. It's an interesting way to play them. Napoli usually it's mass with a few inspires is the way to go, but he's brought these big like Real Corso units, which are big. They're really good at shooting, but they have zero morale. Quite literally have zero. He also has brought the Grenadiers, a lot of like the Carabiniers, the Guard, the Voltigeurs of the Guard. Yeah, he's brought all of those. And he's also got the light infantry of the Guard, and he's got Lancers of the Guard. So yeah, he's brought lots of Guardsmen here today, and I imagine it's Murat as his. Yeah, he has also Murat here as his general. So we have two Murats here today, but we'll see how they do. And there, it looks like we've got 1811 like France. I mean, here is lots of Young Guard Lancashire Sirs. I was hoping that maybe he'd have some actual Young Guard line infantry, but it doesn't look like he has just gone for generic line infantry. That's fair enough. Usually both like Spanish campaigns can bring a decent amount of dragoons for a decent price. Looks like they brought a reasonable amount, but the British cav is pretty good if they bring anything like the heavies, anything like that. It's all very, very good. And here we go. France actually going in again over here by the looks of it. This they form square. I think there's a Hungarian unit, Hungarian Grenadier in there that's formed square. Maybe shouldn't melee it, just shoot it now if it's in point blank range. And then if they come out of it, yeah, I was going to say they get a good volley there. Now send in the cav to flank. There you go. I think that's what he's going to do. The Les flanks are going to go in and just recharge them. And that was a nice little move there by the French, forcing the Austrians, or the Hungarians, I should say, into committing to that. And there you go. I mean, we're going to see them again now move up. I think these guys might be also in square. Yeah, they're also in square. They might do the same here again with Austria. I mean, it's a bit of a cheesy move. I actually think something like that's kind of banned. I'm not really sure. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure since something like that, it's like you can't force units to like stand there and force it to form square and then just like fire at it and then bait a cannon. I don't know. Maybe that's allowed. Maybe it is. It's a bit of a cheesy thing to do. But Austria fibbed earlier, so I'm going to say all rules on this flank are out the window. And what we've got here, the gendarmes going in. I mean, that's a very small unit trying to go up against a very large Russian unit. Actually pulling out of combat and sending in the Lorraine Lavaste. I'm pretty sure you can't really pull out, shouldn't really pull out of combat either. He's doing that in a lot of places with the Hussars, and they're losing a lot of men for it, so I don't really mind. The French can risk this, but yeah, they're pulling out so then the other units can charge in. And then go the dragoons here, the Les Corsairs. Corsairs? I don't know how you say that. I might be right, I might be wrong. And yeah, France has won that fight there against one of the Russian dragoons. They're actually sending in more cavalry here. And Russia is, yeah, falling back himself in a few areas. These Hussars here trying to get out, but they are redlining. Looks like they're getting chased by French Hussars, who have lost about half their unit already. And that's mostly from running away. We've got more Hussars now coming in from Russia. There's just an endless amount of Russian cav right now, and we're yet to see the heavies go in, which are now appearing on the battlefield. And France doesn't really have an answer for those just yet. He's going to have to pin them with cav and then shoot them with infantry, I'd imagine is his best bet. I mean, some of these dragoons are pretty decent. The Les Blancs are pretty good, if I remember. And the Lecon dragoons are alright. Yeah, I mean, be careful, these dragoons here. They don't want to overcommit because, yeah, here come the heavies. And in go the heavy cav, and they are going to try and catch these dragoons. They're going to try and run away from the heavies. They might make it, but they're going to take losses as they go. And yeah, that's, I mean, you can see that orange line. They look like they're going to get out of there okay, but taking some losses. And France has actually, like, I don't know if it's intentionally, but he's kind of boxed himself in. Look how far away he is from the rest of his allies. He's got himself really boxed in a 2v1 in a really bad spot, really. And he's very close to the red line. That's the thing. So anything that routes is probably going off the red line at the moment. And yeah, Austria and Russia just need to shepherd him in towards the red line. And then they've got him. They've got him by that red line, and that's then an army dead. But then it's getting back over here. If they can kill that France army, it's then getting back over. That's going to be the problem. And that's actually looking like a pretty big cav fight here. The heavies continue their fight. They continued on, and France descended on them with multiple units here. It might be a bit of blobbing. They might be guilty of that. There's at least 3 units of charges in there. And usually I think blobbing is like going to be a 2-on-1 ratio. Gendarmes going in. Well, they're trying to. The Russians have like shit. Yeah, look, these hussars just keep running away. Keep fleeing. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, they look. Actually, they keep pulling out of every combat here to the French. They're losing a lot of cav for this. And the heavies, yeah. I mean, they can't catch them, but they're doing some damage, inflicting damage on these guys. Murat's still here, trying to, you know, rally these guys. If they had one little light cav here, the Russians, and they could really go and get that, like a little Cossack or something, just dash in there, try and get these guys. They've got all the dragoons. They've got their own general staff here. We've got, well, we've got more. I think these are re-rallied dragoons, by the looks of it. Yeah, Russia, I mean, just continue just to chase them with the heavies here. I mean, the heavies need to rest up. These guys are being exhausted at this point now. But they are, I mean, I think they're still trying to give the chase. But, I mean, these French units, they're winded. Yeah, winded. Very tired, some of them. They might catch one of these units. Like, they might get the gendarmes here. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, the French are really going back towards the red line. Very strange strategy from them. We'll see whether it works. I'm going to just go and check on the other side now. As it looks like a line fight's been underway. Britain is, you know, starting to get some shots off on the French. British obviously want a line fight. The French really want to get into melee if they want to do anything here. Got just like some auxiliary infantry from the German states supporting the French on the flank here. They're not really going to do too much. Just absorb ammunition of the British. These units as well supporting here. Yeah, they got some big. The Portuguese as well can shoot pretty well, and some of them can square. British advancing quite a few areas here. Yeah, redlining French already. The cav looks like it's stacking up over here. They've got the Royal Lorraine as well. So yeah, there's some good units. The Gare Capet. So yeah, some very good cav units there for the French. They look like they're going to be stacking up, and they're going to try and break through. I mean, cav, though, against the British is pretty futile. You've got to get into melee first, and then you can start to charge the cav in. I mean, unless you're using it over here, because these guys look like landfare. A lot of British landfare, looks like a lot of Dutch infantry as well. It looks like they might be very much easy to charge. They don't look squareable at all. We have got the Scots Greys here. Good to see the Scots Greys in action. And we also got, like heavy dragoons as well by the looks of it. So we've got a lot of heavy cav here. We've got some hussars. Spent a lot of money on their cavalry, have the British. And it looks like Russia has actually managed to pin some of the French here across by the red line. Well, we missed that a little bit. And it looks like it was his gendarmes and the Lecon dragoons. They took the wrong side of this force. They've been cut off. There's not much cav left for the French. The French are actually managed to get out of there. Austria hasn't really done much in the way of cutting off any sort of escape. They're actually marching out, looks like, towards the British. They're actually moving, this way. You can see their general. Hopefully he's not the front line. But yeah, it looks like Russia is going to be the one to deal with the French. And it looks like Austria is now going to turn around and go and help the British, which seems a bit odd. There we go. Looks like we're going to see the Scots Greys go in. They're going to get stopped by a square, and the Scots Greys are going to get out without even losing a man by the looks of it at the moment, unless a volley goes off. Yeah, the French here looking like they're getting ready for a charge. It's an uphill charge and a lot of militia and sort of Dutch infantry. Not the most difficult thing in the world. I mean, the French cav here just, the 26th Dragoons definitely just ran across the front line. Definitely could have gone in for a charge here. I think the British are expecting it because they have, looks like the lifeguards here. It's the Blues and Royals, isn't it? They're there. Yeah, this Dragoon, oh my gosh, down from 60 already. It was a healthy unit one. It's already been like peppered away. And the French are going in here. Look at this. They've been stopped there, but have the Royal Lorraine Dragoons, but the infantry's getting in. Yeah, there you go. I mean, we've got Grenadiers line into here as well. Military Guards of the Italian Guard. Grenadiers. So yeah, got some good units here going in, good at melee. We got the Les Belles Moustaches. I mean, a man that's named, like a unit's named after their mustache is going to be pretty good. More Grenadiers going in here. Going in against, yeah, it looks like Portuguese sort of units. They're not going to hold, and the British are being beaten in melee. These Royal Lorraine Dragoons need to get out of there, though. Just get them out, let the infantry fight the squares. In goes more infantry again, and Brits start to redline very quickly. And the British are on the run. They are on the run. They look like they're going to try and stabilize with some calves. So it looks like some Portuguese cavalry here. They should get that Grenadier. Well, the Grenadier held. Red line, there it goes. It goes now, but it did hold for a little while. Whether these guys behind are going to just volley them, there's Westphalians here, which just volley that cav. Grenadiers in the line there. Look like they also will get routed by the Portuguese cav coming in. Oh, there's actually a issue with their own men here. Maybe the Italians don't like the French. But yeah, they were shooting the back of their own men. I mean, also probably shooting the cav. There you go. You can see the Guard Capet coming up. They lost one cavalry. I think that might have been that looks like a Portuguese little light cav. The Portuguese, like, sort of like, I don't know, whatever you call it, Chevalier or something like that. That's looks like it's getting back as well. And wow, we missed that. And look at that. Napoli went in and has been routed. What has happened here? They obviously just went in for a melee charge thinking they were going to get it off, and they did not. Yeah, it's not the way to play. I mean, these are Voltigeurs. They're not really... They were okay in melee, but they're not really what they're there for doing. Shoot with them. They're pretty big units as well. They've rallied, but yeah, most of the units are broken here. The Carabiniers are gone. Guard. Yeah, that was a big mistake. They might return. It looks like a few of these French other units are returning here. They made an assault up the hill. Looks like they failed as well. Looks like the heavies have had their say in that one a bit. And also looks like the British have won another cav fight here against the Colonel General of the French. Back over on this side here, let's have a quick look. Oh, we're going beneath the earth. Looks like Russia lost a bit of a cav fight here. France still doing his old shenanigans and pulling out of combat, which I don't really like. I feel like I'd be pissed if I was playing as the Russians. Just like the French are pulling out of every damn combat that they're going into. The Le Dragoons pinning down this heavy cav. It looks like the gendarmes flanking, and the Les Blancs is going in and managed to sort of pin it. They're sort of surrounding it, but they're not routing it, that's for sure. And it looks like also over here, it looks like, is Murat going to get pinned to the side? Looks like he is. Murat, I think, here is going to get pinned by heavy. Is he seriously going to get out of here alive? What a lucky man. How has he got out of there? The Russian player really should have stopped that. That is for sure. And it looks like, there you go. They all pulled out of the French and then all recharged. Get another charge point and routed the poor Russian unit. I would be pissed if that happened. So, like, the Russians can't catch them. That shouldn't really be happening. There you go. Another assault this side here. Lancers going in and routing those Portuguese. They obviously can form the square. The Brits have been routed fully on this left flank here. The French coming over the hill, smashing and with the help of a bit of Naples, smashing aside. Looks like the Anglo-Portuguese forces, the Anglo-Dutch, pretty much still intact, but their infantry is mainly, landwehr by the looks of it. They brought a lot of like elite cav. That's what they've gone for. Looks like they were going to send some of it over here, but have changed their mind. Looks like a Brunswick Hussar. Got a good position for the guns though up here. I mean, they're able to batter Naples, which has returned. You know, like I said, he probably would. These are good grenadiers and carabiniers and guards. They have returned, and they need to be careful they don't get shot by artillery. But yeah, they can't be doing that again. They've already broken once, these guys. You can't really be just going head on in and just hoping that you're going to break through the British, because you've got better melee stats. It doesn't necessarily work like that. The British can get a good volley off first and probably do some damage to you. And yeah, it looks like over here, Russia is still really putting the pain onto France 1806. I feel like I'm flicking back between the two because a lot is going on right now. And yeah, it seems like the heavies, the other one that's still alive, is going to get in here. Should melee this Laguerre to death. As long as the French don't fin, which they have a little bit there. I can see a few puffs of smoke. They are disengaging now, so any shots now are legal. Well, to be fair, this the 103rd line here is shooting their own troops, so they need to be careful of that. Looks like, again, the Lacon Dragoon's going to go back in, and they're going to try and harass these heavies. The Russians, though, kind of covering their retreating heavies there, so that's good to see. But yeah, this is a battle to the death between Russia and 1806. Whether Austria should have waited. Because Austria's now kind of like, he's got over here, and he's trying to help, I guess, stabilize the British line. But because Britain's now, like, in a bit of a problem. I mean, France is pushing on here. Looks like they're going to go for this building. I think there's Brits in it. Not quite sure what there is in there, but there is a British unit, I think, in there, because they did occupy a building earlier. Here we go, another charge coming in from the Brits. Looks like they're sending in Dutch heavy cab by looks of it. And yeah, the French can form a square by looks of it, so they decided to just melee them. A square's formed here. So the Dutch might get these ones, these carabiniers. There you go, they're going to fall back. I think it's the arrival of these Chasseurs Cheval, they like coming into side charge potentially, was a problem there. Or they might now instead go for a charge there on the Brits themselves. Britain actually coming down the hill again against Naples. These guys can form square, even though they have 0 morale, they can form square, it's quite useful. They have got inspires nearby and their generals, so that's what's holding them together. Good move there by the Neapolitan players, squaring up. Helped themselves out there, repelled those heavy dragoons. France, yeah, with the chasseurs, the Spanish chasseurs, just charged and got mowed down. And these guys can still like shoot okay, I think. They are British, or like Hanoverian landfare. They're okay, and there's also a lot of them, so like their firepower's not too bad. But yeah, Austria's now arriving. He's now arriving sort of on the flank of the French here. So 1811 does need to start thinking about moving forces to maybe contend with Austria, maybe just to slow them down. It does seem as though the British though are giving ground. They look like they're going to try and retreat. Austria probably will become the right and centre flank, and the British will become the left and centre flank like as well. So yeah, I imagine that's what's going to happen. We're going to see a fight probably over that building very shortly. Back on this side here, Russia and France still fighting to the death. I feel like Russia's winning it. I would have said, looking at numbers of infantry left, but Russia's now just lost another one there. The charge. Grenadiers going in, they got one, they might get another here. The orange lining is probably not helped by the routing allies that are near them. The Laguerre I think is going to go in as well, and the Russians charging the Laguerre instead. Well, I don't know, are the Laguerre charging or are they shooting? I mean, I don't think they made up their mind. They are now in melee. Here go the heavies. These infantry for the French can't form square. The heavies are probably pretty tired still. There you go, the French rout. Is that going to affect other units? It might do. Murat's nearby. Got the Laguerre Batavia here. I don't know if they're going to be able to hold. Yeah, there you go. I think these French infantry here have been mopped up by the Russians. There you go. Yeah, the heavies and the infantry together. Destroying them. It looks like I think that's a Russian howitzer as well. They're firing on in. I imagine it's Russian. The Russians usually the ones bringing those howitzers. The Lacon Dragoons here. They're looking for a chance to maybe change the aspect of this fight here. They're trying to go up this left flank here. Austria actually still has a unit in this building. Looks like just a generic line infantry. Yeah, even though they've been forced back, it seems like the French are still coming forward here. We've got a dismounted dragoon going in. They managed to rout that Russian infantry in there. Yeah, now we have the French cav coming in, side charging the Russian infantry. They're trying to do their utmost to destroy Russia there. Let's go back over to this side, as it looks like it's getting pretty spicy again here as well. France is managing to, well, it's getting stopped by, it looks like, some of the Blues and Royals. guys can form squares, so it's not the end of the world. But yeah, I think France was catching some infantry, and they're now trying to extract that. Napoli's also managed to get some of his infantry into an actual melee fight. Obviously what he was trying to do all along. He's still got the Lancers, which are in good nick as well, and they could definitely be a real problem. I mean, these guys forming square just staying here, they need to be charged immediately. Get these Voltigeurs in there, get them charging these squares. Don't let these guys get out of here. So maybe he's going to form up. It looks like he might just form up instead with his, like, Legare and just shoot them. But yeah, it's going to allow the Brits to get out of there. He needs to charge these guys, really. Stop them from pulling back. And yeah, Austria now has arrived. He's putting a barrage of fire down, forcing back 1811 here. And Austria's still got more men arriving. Just to add to more problems for the French. Got grenadiers amongst them as well. And plenty of line infantry. And these units are big that Austria will bring in as well. So could be a real problem for that player. Looks like the Austrian general getting dismounted. He's going to get put in that building. I really hope not. But men are routing over on this side. So yeah, 1806 still not managed to break through. Still being frustrated by the Russians. The heavy's still holding. Looks like the Leconte Dragoon here still going. Murat is now charging. Don't think that's a wise idea. He's redlining. With Murat, if he falls, then that is definitely the death of this French army. And I think the heavy dragoons are going to try and pull out of combat. I mean, both of these players have been pretty annoying with it, so I don't blame either side for doing it at this point. Dragoons here, like the Leconte, need to re-rally. They're very tired, shaken. Actually getting shot by, I think they're getting shot by Russian artillery there, yeah. We've got Russian howitzers here that they're responsible for shooting the dragoons and also various French units as they push forward. France actually, has got some troops that are re-rallying and sort of, resting up. Looks like he might be able to break through. Russia looks like he's on the ropes at this point. A lot of his troops are routing in a line fight. They're trying to focus fire. Looks like they're going to take out their own dragoons, but also take out the heavy cav here of Russia. Grenadiers still fighting on here against the Russian infantry, and there goes Murat getting stuck into the fight and actually routing that Russian infantry. Well done to him. I mean, proving that he is a reckless cavalry commander, charging in with 6 men left in his bodyguard. And yeah, these dragoons need to reform up. They need to start dueling with these guys. I imagine that since they're like dismounted dragoons, they might actually be okay in a melee. Sorry, not in melee. In a line fight, technically they are like dragoons are dismounted infantry. I imagine they're technically like light. We've got this 88th line here, so it's going to silence the howitzers. It's going to march towards them and just silence them. Don't think they're going to get a volley off in time. When you're ready, boys, go in, get them. Just giving them an extra chance here. There we go. Just silence those howitzers now, and if not, they can't move anywhere, so that's always something. Back over on this side, looks like France is retreating. He's actually going to hold onto this hill. They're going to wheel up their artillery. Got some Italian artillery, some Italian horse artillery. Got like a Polish style hats going on. That's kind of cool. Like the shakos, they're very, very cool. Yeah, they're going to wheel up their artillery and they're going to start blasting away down the hill here. Just trying to, hit any sort of like large clumpings, I guess, of cavalry or infantry of the coalition here. And yeah, and it's not a bad position that they've taken now. They hold this nice hill. They've got decent lines. Looks like Naples is going to form at the center, which I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, his infantry's pretty decent. But I don't know if he's got the best morale. I mean, certainly those, that front line, 0 morale units. But yeah, looks like they're just sort of going to have a bit of a artillery duel there. So we'll go back over here. And it looks like we're just going to see the death of Russia. Again, you just need to be careful shooting your own men here. These grenadiers close to shooting the cavalry here, so they do need to be careful of that. They are just, it looks like, farming the Russians right now. And there you go, that's another Russian infantry unit gone. And it looks like we're just going to see the Russian general. He's running for the hills by the looks of it. I mean, fair enough. I mean, some of your units might re-rally, but yeah, Russian army as an entity is gone. And I honestly thought they were going to win that. I thought the Russians had the French on the ropes, especially with that fight around the river line here. I definitely felt like they could have won that. But they managed to persevere, did the French, and they broke through. They certainly was massive when they managed to get that heavy cav. But yeah, that was a close run thing. And they've only got one cav unit left after all that mass cavalry head they had at the beginning of that fight. They've now got one little lone cavalry unit left. And is this the this is Murat here charging down an artillery crew, and Murat has won it. He's managed to get him, and he's probably going to just start farming, just, you know, help boost his kills. And it looks like Austria is moving forward. I mean, he's got a lot of grenadiers. He'll want to use these grenadiers. Yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 grenadiers here. They are going to be wanted to use against these French lines here. They'll want to try and go in. Bayonets twirling. Deal with them. I imagine most of them can form square as well, so this cav charge here from the Dragoons is not going to be worth anything. So we're going to see, I mean, it looks like he was going to go for the lights, but it doesn't seem to be happening. But by moving over here, Austria has forced the French to come off their hill a little bit. The French, yeah, now not got such a nice position on this left flank. It's a bit more open. They're actually kind of behind a hill, which is good for cover, but if the Austrians push up onto it, then they have the hill. But yeah, if I was the French, I'd move up, take that hill, claim it. I mean, also maybe move this 4-pounder. I mean, if you move onto the hill behind, you can blast the Austrians as they come over. I mean, that would also stop the Austrians from maybe claiming the hill if you are on the hill behind. But yeah, I think the cav on this flank here, it's not going to be of great use. We've got the Lancers, we've got the 19th E Dragoons, the 18th E Dragoons, the Guard Capet. They're all shifting here, but I don't think they're going to be able to do anything. I think most of those grenadiers can form square. Austrian grenadiers are pretty useful at doing that. Lots of Italian Voltigeurs, though, could just go down the hill, just, you know, annoying the British. Yeah, right now I think the coalition in a good spot to maybe try and, you know, do a nasty blow to the French right now. I mean, France has one on the other side over there. He's going to be a little while, and he's also very banged up. So yeah, it certainly will be a little while before he comes over here to be able to relieve the Spanish campaign armies and the Neapolitans. Might not even be able to do it. You never know. Okay, here we go. He is forming up that hill behind. He's got a decent angle. He'll be able to shoot over his own men and hit those grenadiers. The French close the gap with the grenadiers as well. The building's been captured. So yeah, that's that building captured by the French over here. 1806. They managed to get rid of the. It's the Dragoon unit that went in there and did the job in the end. Little dismounted Dragoon. Got rid of the Austrians in there. And yeah, now back over to the side. Let's see whether the Grenadiers are going to go in. The Grenadiers as well, I think, can shoot pretty well. They're a bit annoying because they're just very all well-rounded. So yeah, we'll see. A general's been killed. I imagine that's Russia. Yeah, Russia finally bit the dust. He actually got killed by Murat of all people. Wow, that guy's been busy. Let's put it like that. And now Naples over here, Murat's like state that he owns, kingdom. They charged in. They're trying to get these militia. Actually, the guard cavalry there. I think getting shot by friendlies, and also some of the UK Netherlands here is actually nearly routed himself instead of this militia that he was trying to charge. With a good volley there from the French, and the French have gone in, attacking more militia here with their own dragoons. Austria has got no cavalry support, so he can't really shield his own infantry from cavalry charges. They did manage to get one of these infantry, but only the one. And now it looks like we're going to see the Grenadiers go in. They're going in. The Hungarians lead the way. Go on, boys. Twirl those bayonets. Yep, more Austrian, German Grenadiers going in. See where they can break them. Austrians being challenged over here as well. But the Blues Royal should save them. They sort of rout the lights, I think, of the Austrians. But it doesn't matter. They'll get a nice line infantry there of the French. The French coming down this hill, yeah. Britain is trying to respond. Looks like the Neapolitan volleys managed to scare off that British cav. Cavalry there routed the Guard Capet. One of the Hungarian Grenadiers is gone as well, but there are more Austrian Grenadiers still on the way. And I think, yeah, this left flank for France is looking very shaky right now. They've overcommitted by quite a lot. And the Grenadiers for Austria. They're getting busy. They are getting busy. They got stuck in there against the 63rd Helvet. I don't think they were going for that one, but they are now going for it anyway. Suchet here needs to rethink his plan. The artillery also needs to start working overtime because there's plenty of Brits and Austrians on their way. They might want to also think about limbering up, trying to get out of here. Whether they've got the time to, I don't know. But yeah, the French, I mean, they've left units down there just to die, but pretty much. It's not looking good. The Imperial cause, I'd say. Second, Santon. They're trying to hold, but they're going to get shot in the flank. That's how you got to kind of win a melee fight as the British. You've got to, pin with one unit. That's okay in melee, and then try and shoot with another. This artillery piece, I hope, has not been firing. You, sir, are looking the wrong way. You are. I mean, I guess I wouldn't trust the Neapolitans either. Train your gun on them. Make sure they fight for the French cause, nothing else. Yeah, Naples now being asked a lot more of it, and is being asked to defend a longer sort of line. And the Brits aren't really over here. They have shifted all it seems to this flank here. The Portuguese campaign's a little bit there by the looks of it, but yeah, it looks like UK, Netherlands, and Austria, which is where the real forces are now really pushing on this right flank. You've got to remember that UK, Portugal lost a lot of its troops early on, way over there. And yeah, UK, Netherlands really going with the militia build, and then a lot of heavies. These heavies are still healthy. Got 2 units of heavy dragoons here. We still got the Blues and Royals, which are a small unit but still healthy. Another like Blues and Royals here, I think. There's not enough cap to stop all of the dragoons, the guard lancers. Yeah, they've just not got enough. I'd be serious to see Naples come down the hill. Oh, he's just. Maybe he's not charging, but he's exposing himself more to the British artillery. He's getting close, I think, just to shoot these guys. There's a risk, that's for sure. But Britain's also managed to just get a unit up on this left flank here, all on its own. You just capture the hill he could himself. It's a strange little move, and why France didn't send something down to, some of that infantry just down to melee it. Whether they felt like there's no cav to assist them. Maybe that was the reason why they've fallen back. But yeah, there you go. Naples routing that one British unit. Britain has gone in, it looks like, for the guns, and they are going to get them. Blues and Royals there, routing those guns. And now they can get behind the French, or they can just go in for the delicate underbelly. It looks like they're going to go for the skirmishes, the young guard. I don't know if that was the move, but they went for those. They could have gone for these infantry here, and then forced them between the guns of the militia and the lances, the sabers of the Blues and Royals. So they could have got those guys, I would have thought. There are still some decent units here for the French in the form square, like the militaries and the guard. There are the grenadiers and the guard, I think, over here in the form square. Maybe not. Maybe I'm lying. There's just the militaries, grenadiers. Oh no, this one here, grenadier there. And most of Naples can form square. This is all very important because the coalition of the most cav now. Naples has really pushed down the hill. He's ignoring that there's British artillery right next to him. Like, I'm talking a lot of British artillery. And there's a British general here. Here we go. Lance is now going in. What are they going for? They are going to go for the guns. So we're going to see a lot of, it looks like, big guns as well for the Anglo-Portuguese getting removed from the battlefield. General has finally woken up and he's realised his mistake, and now he's going to go and get the guns. Why Naples didn't do this earlier? Why didn't go for the general? Because they have all things to go for. Get that general. Please now, Naples, turn around. Go and get him. Yeah, here we go. Looks like, actually, I mean, if this works well, this could be devastating for him for Britain. Yeah, he's going to get that general. Oh, Murat lost his general. Okay, brilliant. That's hilarious. And there you go, another general dead. That's the British one dead. I was like, what? He's already died before combat? But no, there you go. So both sides have lost the general. This France over here has lost his. Looks like he's been actually delayed by a British cav unit back there as well. Now Naples is getting really stuck in. It looks like his carabiniers are starting to rout. Looks like more Austrian grenadiers went in, and they are going to be repelled. British heavy cav on the flank there, failing to break the French. But the French are really blobbing up, getting sort of all mixed up and jumbled up. They're all facing different directions. That'd be great to charge, really. But yeah, it looks like Naples is getting ready for another charge. All together, the guard being hit, I think, by friendly artillery. Like I said, don't trust the Neapolitans. Shooting them. them in line. Grenza's going in for Austria. He's getting desperate now, trying to break this line with anything. In go the Carabineers, the Guard, they're going to side charge that. They'll pin down those Austrians now, and here we go, more Grenadiers going in, going to try and rout these Guardsmen of Naples. They're redlining. The Grenadiers here going in. In goes Murat as well. He's been active on the other side of the battlefield where he's now died, but his doppelganger here is, you know, trying to get stuck in, you know, maybe set some inspires off. More Austrian Grenadiers going in again, trying to deal with those Neapolitan ones. Infantry here for the Austrians, routing the French infantry. Again, for some reason Murat charges. Why these French infantry are standing in reserve, I don't know. They are needed at the front, where the Austrian Grenadiers are going in again. Austrian line infantry now to challenge against some Westphalian infantry. The militia's getting stuck in, but that's routing. Austria's doing a do or die here. And don't blame him, but Naples is getting in behind. Look at this, he's flanking around on this right-hand flank here. And the Lancers are going to get into the rear lines. I don't know if Austria's general's dead or if he's in the building. But yeah, Austria not looking good. They're being encircled a little bit. But they are beating a lot of these troops here. I mean, they're beating the stuff in front of them. It's the stuff behind them that they've got to worry about now. And these Laguerre can't do a lot. They are literally, like I said, zero morale. I just thought they'd not be happy with all these units routing near them. But we'll see. They're in, I guess they might have inspired from the Guard units. With friendly artillery like that hitting them is also not going to help. They didn't nearly rout those guys there. And there you go. The Voltigeurs have won with the support of the Lancer Guards. They've got that Grenadier as well. Britain again. Going in with a heavy cav. Looks like there's a big cav fight here to decide the flanks. Italian Guards form square as well. The arrival of that Brunswick Hussars looks like it's going to rout and maybe define who's going to win this one. Yeah, you can see light infantry rounding here. I mean, this heavy cav though might rout. That's a square to be fair. I think all the cav might need to get out of there for Britain. Maybe it's not over. I mean, both sides have badly bruised each other here. The other French army is still on the way. No general though, you got to remember, and it also looks like no cav. They've just got infantry. Yeah, it looks like they are cavalryless, generalless. Don't know how useful they're going to be, but I mean, like, extra men are extra men. But yeah, France is holding on. Naples is holding on. Both sides here, yeah, like literally on last legs. I mean, this is a very healthy heavy cav unit. It's a Dutch heavy cav. Not necessarily as good as the British ones, but you know, it's still a big unit. Very dangerous. And the British have definitely overwhelming cav support now. I think the only cav left is actually that Lancer of the Neapolitans for the Imperials. You can see a side charge here. Going to test whether these guys can form square. They can't, and they decided to go in instead for infantry of Württemberg. I guess I want to route these and then go for the Gen. Suchet, oh no, Salt is just there. Salt's going to get out of there. He's realised what the plan was. And instead, yeah, I think these Hussars here might get blasted by all the infantry of Waldeck and also the Uvalde Grenadiers. But yeah, and it looks like the Dutch Carabineers also fell back. They didn't fancy it. They didn't fancy that assault back. I think go up the line here. There's just Trilliers and then generals behind. That would be the point to go. Just here with the light infantry as the skirmishes. Go in there with a cav unit, smash through. There's and then you can just like send up the infantry on either side. I mean, the Austrians obviously want a line fight. Keep it like this. I mean, the Voltigeurs though might be okay. They're winning slightly apparently in this line fight. Yeah, they have to sort of reposition now to the coalition because the French are on their way. The other French. The French are already here as well. But yes, 1806, France is nearly here. I mean, I think he's aiming to try and get him behind. Looks like Austria and Britain are not allowing him to do that at all. They're going to give ground, fall back. I mean, if I was France and Naples, I'd chase them a little bit. See if you can catch them and, you know, maybe get them in a melee, a bit more melee. Because, I mean, they did a decent job while in melee. Just need to be careful of cav now. I mean, the last sort of fight, France's last cavalry units here sacrificed himself and died. Obviously, there's still the Velite Grenadiers. I mean, they'll know just to avoid them now, the British player, so he'll just probably go around and just threaten the back lines. So there's no real cav to sort of screen anymore. It's all been killed. And a building's been captured. Oh, 1806. There was nothing in this building. I don't know where Austria's general is then, if he's even alive. He might have died as well. It might be why these units are, you know, struggling a little bit. Yeah, I don't see him, so I'm guessing he must have died somewhere else or routed. And this horse artillery here as well for the French. We'll like get that up to the front lines and start blasting away. The coalition have literally one artillery piece left, little horse artillery themselves. They're wheeling that around, but yet finally looks like they are going to do that now. The Italian horse artillery is on its way, and it looks like maybe the Dutch player, or not the Anglo-Dutch player, might have thought of the same thing I thought of, and just go straight down the middle, because it's just really Trilioso. These guys can't form square, they're far too small to form square. Oh, he changed his mind again. Again, I don't think it's worth changing your mind over. You go or you don't. Don't charge, half charge, and then just I changed my mind. Taking losses unnecessarily. I think they could just go. There's a couple of young guards, and, like Trilioso and flanking chasseurs here. That's all. And again, really, you got to think about like the flanks and stuff. Could you go for these with the heavies? Take these guys out. Looks like, oh, is France actually? Oh no, this is. I was gonna say, is France actually got a cav unit? No, it's just a horse that's really running forward. It's so rapid. They're going to wheel that forward. They're going to start putting holes into this Austrian line here, I imagine. But here we go. 826 has arrived, and he's welcomed by being routed by British cavalry here. His grenadiers, the line can't form square. They are winded as well, and they have no general, and they're thinning. Don't thin, France. France's chasseurs there trying to get in support. More British cav going in, all the Dutch cabs going in. These guys can form square and will. The Dutch plane is, well, the Dutch troops need to get out of there. There you go, France has been routed as it should. But that's already a sparring in the works there for 806. But there you go, Naples actually did manage to rout that one, looks like the Blues and the Royals there. They did manage to get that with the Guard Lancers, which have done an excellent job. There's still 21 of them. At a 78. They've done well. They've done well. I would be interested to see their kills. But I think we're not going to see their kills. I think it's from the perspective of 1806. But here we go. They're coming up the road of the French. I mean, I'll go and column a little bit more. These guys can form square, so any sort of movement by the French can be countered. These dragoons, though, can't form square. So if they were to go for those, they're in. I mean, would it be worth sack? Oh, I don't know. That was a red line. That's pretty nasty there onto the British. Or the Dutch cav, sorry. I was going to say maybe I would have sent in a little cav unit, a little infantry unit, tied them down so the Dutch cav could do something. Down the middle by the British heavies is the move, and they've routed. That's a shame. Maybe it isn't on. Maybe it's not feasible. I think it was when the Trilioso there, but they did just stick in a couple of light infantry as well. If they bring up some more infantry support, maybe it would be worth a go. It's looking very open, very fluid. There we go. The looks like the Carabiniers might be about to go in. They're redlining though. Like as soon as they get close to stuff, I didn't realize their morale wasn't that great. Or maybe they're just taking that many losses. They've been shot again. Squares have formed, so yeah, the Carabiniers haven't gone in. They're going to go for these dragoons, but I think they're going to get routed. Yeah, they rout. The dragoons don't rout. And that's another big loss there for the British, who had cav superiority, but I think both sides now have one cav unit each. I mean, in fairness to the British, it's a heavy cav unit, but the French, you know, or the Neapolitans, it's a guard unit. So, you never know. These militia here are going to get killed off. Naples going in again with the Voltigeurs. The Laguerre going in there, and now here go the heavy cav, and they charge the guns, and they fail to get them. failed to get the guns, and I think that's going to be GG for the coalition. I think the French is just going to like mop up these guys. They've got the guard cav that can just sort of now outpace anything, maybe apart from the horse artillery. But yeah, if I was the British, I'd just stand my ground now and just accept defeat. There's no way you're going to win it, I don't think, unless like a lot of the troops were to re-return, but I don't think they are. I don't think they are going to return, and I think we're going to see, yeah, Britain's just going to go in. It's going to be an honourable man just sending boys in, get him killed. What a fight, really, what a fight. That was a really good fight. I mean, look back and forth at different points. I mean, I thought Russia had beaten the French, and they didn't. And then Britain and Austria did a really good job, I felt on the French here, knocked them back a fair few squares. But yeah, it wasn't to be enough. It looks like is the British general just going in for Soult? Suchet? Yeah, he looks like he's trying to get Suchet. Just charge in. Who cares? Like, who cares if he dies? Oh, looks like they might rout each other here. Suchet's down to 4 guys. Oh, he's going to get the guns? No, he's going for Soult now instead. Oh, there we go. And I think that is the British general dead. He died on that charge there. Square formed by the Velite Grenadiers. And yeah, that is GG, I think. Nothing left for the coalition, so we should have end results now appearing on the screen. That we have. There we go. Excellent. So yeah, this was sent in by Monsieur Grenville. He was playing as 1806 France. So thank you very much, man, for sending this one. It was a close one in the end, really close. I mean, look at what's left for the French. A handful of units left for the French in the Neapolitans. I mean, Naples, you know, to be fair, out of the percentage of his army, he's still got probably a good 50-60% of his army left, like unit-wise, because he did not bring a lot. But yeah, we'll have a look at the unit stats. 283 kills with a Laguerre there, incredible. 213 with the Grenadiers of the line there. 193 kills with a line infantry. Dragoons getting 125 kills. Dismounted Dragoons getting 122. 118 with another one there. 117 with another Dragoon. 103 with this dismounted Dragoons. They clearly did well. And then 101 with another line infantry there. And there are the rest of the kills, if you want to have a look at those. But there you go, guys. That is going to be today's NTW3 battle. If you did enjoy and want to see more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. And I'll see you guys in the next NTW3 clash. Not crash. Bye for now.